Hi, I'm Fred Waugh, and one of my projects as Canada's Parliamentary Poet Laureate is to produce a series of short videos to help make contemporary Canadian poetry more accessible. These recordings illustrate a range of poetry that reflects the identities, places, and modes of poetic writing in Canada. Besides the recording themselves, be sure to check out the supplementary material as an aid to understanding, teaching, and enjoying this poetry. As our first Canadian Poet Laureate George Bowring once said, "Listen up."
Hi, I'm Daphne Marlatt, and I've been living in Vancouver and writing about this city for some 40 years now. I recently renovated an early book of mine, Vancouver Poems, and wrote a new series for it as well called Liquidities. And I am going to be reading from the opening poem, which is about the spirit of this constantly changing, constantly reconstructed city that, in fact, endlessly renovates itself. It's called Wet Fur Waivers. Wet fur waivers up along eye-line Sunday sprays, interior city ground. Aqueous cut of the seas, a bottomless lagoon, logs lash on, the gray stretch of sand I walk, footsteps sucked, jumped. Changes, air now wet as the sea, the stay comes walking up through humor in the way of vision, salt, cedar all over, cedar for headdress. Beaver or bear, what is there to the touch of, you said? Come well back into view. Trappings, change, what runs in the middle, gestures wired for vision, spiral back through city, even underground. The esplanade traffics in waves to the point that all of your faces echo through one eye, white. Small figures as blue and white when shadows come down alleyways of sight, periwinkle, vinca, small, single flower. By the sea, salt does, asphalt, cuts through time, your eye, my tongue, down where a culvert mouths on the beach, the city's underground. You come through walking, corpses, bits of metal, bird cry. And the second poem that I'll read is about a 100-year-old theater on the east end of Vancouver. It was originally built, one of the rare buildings in the city, built as a theater with a fly tower and a proscenium arch. It went through many incarnations, but it was known as the Little Theater and then the York Theater for many years before it became a Bollywood venue and a punk rock band venue, and it is now being restored and renovated as another version of that theater. Animal sheen. On skin's oil spotlights raise the old Alcazar, tap of heels, hurried exit, then the little boards, its must of makeup, floats the York's Art Deco entrance, lights theater velvet drawn live over gesture, body thump, a shriek or flounce, blue gel dims the thrill, its curtains for new wave. Or New York boom, grunge, Nirvana even, alternately live and celluloid. See Palace come Raja beauties close up from 1913 on, stage presence gone till demolition time and tense historic intervenes. Echoic applause, surf traffic breaking and startups glassy. Towers loom pitfalls in memory netted as once who or what was gutted, contrailed dust in collective amnesiac, flaneuring poses open stairwells. She was walking her 20-something self of questionable wants through shared streets thick with passing. Fly tower and proscenium arch inchoate dark on the blank side of the news is crow murder an act in disappearing communitas. Coyotal pause is permeable, spasm and continuity. Whose?